If you are a Clamp fan, I really think that you are going to really like one piece of news that we're going to be talking about because, wow, that was such a win, I feel like, for the Shoujo community. Hello friends, happy Monday. So excited that you're here. So excited we get to talk about some manga and some anime because we definitely have a good blend of both, though mainly for the anime. I just wanted to share some of the character profiles because I just thought they were so incredibly cute. But let's talk about those manga licenses. There hasn't been much. We did talk about last week how 7C said they'll be on break, so there hasn't been anything new. But though, coming out of nowhere, Yen and Kodansha came out and said, hello, we are licensing and going to be publishing the official Clamp art books. These came out, I think, in 2024 sometime. It was part of the Clamp exhibit that was going on in Japan, and the only way you could get it is if you did like a really special order, and I remember so many people wanted, so it was really incredible for Yen Press coming out saying, hey, we are tag teaming with Kodansha. Basically, Yen Press is going to print one of the art books. This is a 2 art book series, but Yen Press is going to print one, and then Kodansha is going to print the other. I am so excited for Clamp fans. Like, I was shocked when I saw the news. When Yen Press did tweets saying that they're going to have like a new announcement, I was like, it's probably not going to be Shoujo. It's probably not going to be Shoujo. And then Yen Press comes up like, hey, here's a Shoujo art book. I was just pleasantly surprised. So I really hope that for anybody who hasn't gotten it and loves Clamp, I hope that you can get it. I hope it's a good price. Not really sure when this is going to be releasing or anything, but at least we definitely know it is coming. I really love when Shoujo gets that treatment, that time, and the attention to get these art books printed because, man, wouldn't it be nice if we got the Yono of the Dawn one and the Story of the Red Hair one in English? Yeah, that would be really, really nice, but I don't think Viz is nice enough to give us things like that, but at least Yen Press and Kodansha are. Now, if you're a fan of older titles and you really have been wanting older Shoujo titles, well, guess what? Glacier Bay Books, they also dropped a new license announcement and it went out with a bang, and I feel like the community was just ablaze in the best of ways, and at least on Twitter, because I don't know if anybody on Instagram actually knows. I don't even know if Glacier Bay Books is on Instagram, but they announced a new josei title called True Blue Never Fades by Tada Yumi, and apparently it's going to be the beginning of a standalone series of this creator's work, bringing us her masterpieces in English, sometimes I think for the very first time. For this standalone specifically, it is about a couple. Their names I think are Bonnie and Mickey, and they are deeply in love. They're a young couple, but Mickey is dedicating his life to being a long haul trucker, and just as the years have gone on and there's been broken promises and they just haven't been together, things I guess sort of start to fade, and now they just have mementos of one another as well as postcards. And then this young man, I think they say he was naive and pure-hearted, steps on the scene, and he is going to change everything. Whether it's good or bad, I guess to be determined. I'm very, very curious about this, and I don't really know much about any of the older shoujo titles, so it's always really cool to me when we get older series like, or excuse me, older manga like this, and then seeing so many people be like, I know who that is, because this manga serialized in the Feel Young magazine. So many people were like, we need more of this magazine, and I feel bad. I'm like, I don't even know what serializes in that. So I am really interested and excited to see more of this. I think the art style looks really good, and I just think it's so exciting as well that Glacier Bay is going to have this series. I mean, granted, they're all standalone, but to have a series where they're bringing all these older shoujo titles, because I think a while back I saw somebody on Twitter make a tweet that's really going to be these indie publishers that bring over these indie titles, so to speak, series that Viz or Kodansha probably would never give any attention to, but yet here's Glacier Bay seeing a need, seeing this niche, and that people are wanting it and bringing it over. I mean, there was a lot of excitement for this on Twitter, so we'll definitely be staying tuned and we'll be talking about updates in the future. As of right now, it looks like it's going to be releasing maybe at the end of 2025. I'm not really sure if this is going to be a Kickstarter or if it's going to be something that they just print and there'll be like a limited amount and then that'll be it. But I hope this time, because I never did get my pre-order in time for the Star Clock Liddell, I hope for this one I definitely can. If you really enjoy reading on Manga Up, I saw that they had a new shoujo series that came out on there, and I actually read a little bit of this morning, and it was really, really cute. And it's called My Boss Only Gets Flustered Around Me. I sort of feel like that title is a little bit deceiving, at least based off of of what I read of all of chapter 1 and then half of chapter 2 because I didn't want to use my points or too many of them, but it's about a young woman that she works at this job, and her boss here that was on the cover image or the promo image is really, really mean, very, very strict, and she though doesn't really show any kind of emotion. She's very expressionless. People are like, oh, she's very beautiful, but she doesn't really tell you if she likes you or she doesn't like you, but in the inside, she is a normal human just like the rest of us, and she is terrified of her boss. But her friend is like, hey, you need to go start dating. You're the only one out of the department here from the ladies that isn't married or has a boyfriend or anything. So her friend's like, hey, go to this dating app because I recently just got engaged. She goes there. Who should she meet up with for her first date? Yes, her boss, her boss. And while he does get flustered a little bit in this first chapter, he's still very much himself. So I feel like maybe as the series goes on that he'll get more flustered, because I feel like here it shows him being very blushy face, and no, like our female lead hasn't even seen that in the first chapter. She knows that he's getting flustered, but like she can't see it due to how things unfold. And I was like, well, this isn't quite what I expected, but not in a bad way. I still really enjoyed it, and if I could, I would have read a lot more because I enjoyed my time reading it, but I don't know how to get free tickets, coins on Manga Up the same way I do, like say on K-Manga, which this is the perfect time to talk about it. If you have wanted to send one of your favorite creators a fan letter, K-Manga is opening that door for you to do exactly that. If there is a creator that's on K-Manga and you've read their work or you just know their work's on there, you can go to this form that K-Manga has. It's on their app. It's, at least that's when I filled it out, but I think it's on their website as well. You go there, you say the name, I think of the manga, definitely the name of the creator, and you can even include up to, I think it's 3 pieces of fan art with your like submission. You can go tell them whatever you would like. Of course, it has to be like nice things. Don't go on there and bash the creators. Like, please don't do that. Then you just hit submit, and basically K-Manga will submit this or send this and give this to this creator that you wrote a letter to. Of course, I wrote a letter to the creator of Glass with a Chance of Delinquent, and I told her that on K-Manga alone, I have read this series 6+ times, and that I am getting the English and the Japanese volumes. I love this series. It changed my brain chemistry. It is one of my favorites. I was just so thankful for this opportunity that K-Manga opened to be able to tell her that. I may never be able to tell the creator of Haikyuu, thank you, but for K-Manga to open up the door, I took it. I raced, I ran to make sure that I could be able to do this. And even if you're like, well, I don't really read on K-Manga, please just go tell your favorite creator on there. Just send them a letter. You don't have to read on there, be able to do it. You just go to the website or the app and just fill it out. Really love how K-Manga is just bridging that gap between reader and creator and being able to share our love that we have for these stories, and how so many different artists and creators have really changed our lives and made it so much better. At least I could say it's very true for me when it comes to Glass with a Chance of Delinquent, and I really hope that that is true for you for a series that's on there and you have that chance and ability and time to be able to go do that. Now, I don't think we've talked about here recently, but let's talk about Veil. Veil Volume 1 did in fact release. I have my pre-order in, but no, I don't actually physically have my pre-order, and there have been so many things surrounding this, and I thought I would share an update from Manga Explaining, who was the team in charge of putting Veil together. And here's the thing. Veil Volumes 1 and 2 are officially sold out everywhere, and I'm really upset about this. Not that it's sold out, but the only people that did not get their pre-orders filled, I pre-ordered mine back in November, okay? Like, I got that order in early because I didn't want to miss out getting it. And apparently I'm missing out getting it because Books A Million did not send out any pre-orders to anyone. And I'm upset about this because I'm like, how are people who pre-ordered after me, regardless of other sites, and I have not gotten mine? Like, I feel it's so unfair, and I ranted about it in my Discord because I'm just sad. I don't understand. Supposedly, according to Books A Million's website, that we should be getting our online orders on the 26th of this month. To be determined, because I feel like they didn't even get a shipment, because at the time when Veil released, only Amazon was the one that was actually shipping. And then a few days later, Barnes & Noble started doing the same thing. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Like, Books A Million, like, you are my go-to for my bookish needs. Please send my order, as well as anybody else who pre-ordered from there. I know I'm not the only one, because I remember doing a video talking about, I asked them to put Veil part of their sale sale, and they did, and it was 20% off. It's still 20% off. So hopefully, to be determined if I'm going to get Veil 2 on time. If not, that leads to the next update is Udon has already, which is the publisher, they've already put in a reprint. It should be coming out in August, and I'm like, I would love for my copy to please come sooner. That'd be so nice. That'd be so nice. But you know, what can be done? What can be done? I mean, they say that there's copies still available at retail, bookstores and whatnot. I don't really know anybody though. I think my friend Jess was the only one that I had seen recently who actually found a copy in the wild, because I feel like it's even more rare. But there was a friend, oh gosh, was it on Discord or was somebody somewhere else that they mentioned that they went to their local comic shop or local bookshop and asked them, can you go ahead and put a pre-order? And they said that it was actually at the warehouse. So there's a strong chance that Veil Volume 2 could actually ship on time. But for Books A Million pre-order people like myself, I don't know if that's going to happen. And if you're curious about when they said no idea what's going on with Barnes & Nobles, apparently the listing was completely taken down. I don't know if that's still the case, and I haven't looked in any of this because it just makes me sad. But if you got your copy, I am genuinely happy for you, friend. And I really hope that you enjoyed it. I have read volumes 1 and 2 digitally, so I know what's in there, but I just want my copy. I've been looking forward to rereading it again, and hopefully that will be the case, and I will be able to do that before August arrives. But I do have really good news though. If you read volume 1 or you're just really excited for the series, Deb, who is sort of like the co-host of Manga Splaining, did come out and say that volumes 3 and 4 that is either completed or is being worked on, and due to the excitement of this release and how well it's doing, they should be able to greenlight the entire series. And I'm so excited. It goes up to only volume 6, and somebody did ask, are they going to release the exclusive art book that came with volume 6, which I have somewhere. Yes, it was this one right here that came with the little booklet thing. And yes, this. So they did ask, and this person asked, and then Deb responded that she also asked, and it's just up to the person that's doing the licensing if they will give the green light for it to come out in English. I think that'd be really amazing if it did. That'd be really, really cool. I would absolutely love that. That's sort of the breakdown with Veil and what's going on. I feel like it's bittersweet news here because I just want my volume 1. I just want my volume 1. Hopefully I will be able to join everybody, and I know it's coming. I just gotta be patient, and that is harder said than done. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and go into some Japanese related news. I am really excited for this. So it was confirmed or shared, I guess, in the Hanatsume magazine. I think this is where it was. I know it's an official ad, but Yona of the Dawn volume 47, the Japanese volume, is going to be coming with an art book, and I'm really excited. It's going to have 64 pages. It's going to be containing the latest illustrations. I don't know if volume 47 is up yet. I know volume 46 is because I've been seeing ads for it, like from Hanatsume on Twitter and I think on Instagram as well. But volume 47, it's going to be having an art book. I'm really excited. I was like, there's too many good things coming out in the month of July that I want, and I'm like, my budget isn't going to be able to budget all of those things, so I don't really know what to do because Glass with Chance of Delinquent's coming out next month, volume 9 or volume 8? I think it's volume 9. Yeah, volume 9's coming out next month. They're going to be on the magazine. I found out that some of my unlicensed faves, as my friend Kate said, is going to be on the next Hanatsume issue, and I'm like, I want that. I'm like, my wallet. That's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Now, granted, for volume 47 of Yona of the Dawn, it's not coming out in July. I'm just saying that there's so much good stuff coming out, and I just don't feel I am ready. But let's talk about some more Hanatsume series. It Takes More Than a Pretty Face to Fall in Love has 2.5 million copies in circulation. I am so excited to just find out that news. I am loving this series so very much. It is absolutely wonderful. It's just been a really, really fun read, but man, that was really good news. The sad news with this is that Sensei has confirmed that it's going to be ending in 5 chapters. And I'm just like, excuse me, what? What? I was so sad about it. I tried to tweet on Twitter and I forgot some letters because I was trying to say I am in denial and I said I am denial. And I was like, hopefully people can see my anguish is very real. I am not ready. There are so many series ending, like A Condition Called Love. It's ending next month in Dessert. And I'm just like, okay, Kaiju number 8 is also ending. Queen's Quality ended. There's supposedly a chance Yona of the Dawn could end this year, but I think somebody, I don't know how true this is, but somebody read the interview that was with Sensei and they said they were trying to get to volume 60. I don't know how true that is though, but man, I was just like, wow, my faves gotta end this year. I'm not ready for them to end. So rather dwelling on sadness here, let's talk about some anime stuff because man, my heart needs it. With one of them being, I'm pretty sure we've talked about before. I know the news is public and everybody probably already knows, but I haven't shared the promo image of this, and that season 2 of Kakuryou Bed and Breakfast for Spirits is getting a anime, and I believe it's supposed to be coming out later this year. This is the promo image that I keep seeing everywhere, and I just think it's so cute. No, I have not seen season 1. I have been so strongly encouraged to watch it, and I haven't got around to doing it because, you know, I'm just late to that party. I'm just late to that party, and part of why I wanted to share this promo image is because they also recently shared the, like, this account shared, which is the official Kakuryou account, shared the recent character profiles of Aoi, Odana, and Genji, and let's look at Aoi because she is so cute. She's so adorable. A friend asked if the voice actors are going to be the same. I unfortunately do not know this information. I just wanted to share the character designs, and then let's go to Odana because he looks so great. I love how he's got his hand out. Oh, he looks really good. But my favorite one, outside of I think of probably Aoi because I really love her character, but my boy Genji, he looks great. I love how he looks. I'm just so excited. I really need to catch up on season 1. My husband watched all of it without me, and he really, really liked it. He was sort of part of the person that influenced me. Now, I do have a review of the series because you guys ultimately influenced me to read it because it won my shoujo event last year. I'm excited to see all the character profiles of all these guys or all these characters. They look so great. I'm really, really excited. And if you're into villainous manga or manhwa like myself, though I haven't read this one, I was excited to see that there is a new trailer, or like the first trailer, I think, for the dark history of the reincarnated villainess. I really, really enjoyed the trailer a lot. It looked really good. I'll leave it linked up in the corner so you can go check it out because all of the guy characters look really, really interesting, and who is the heroine looks so sweet because our female lead, whenever she gets reincarnated into this world, she is reincarnated as the villainess, but the twist for this villainous series is that she is reincarnated into the fan fiction or like the novel she wrote when she was like 15. So she knows how everything is supposed to unfold, and so she's trying to keep like the heroine safe. You know, of course things are not going to go as planned. I sort of like the blonde hair guy. I don't know if he is the love interest. I definitely feel like this is a reverse harem based off of that we have 3 guys. I know it seems that the actual heroine has a guy, but there seems like there's 2 other dudes that you could choose from. I'm very, very curious about all of them. And also I really love the main key visual that they have been sharing. It just looks so cute to me. I don't know, I really like this one. This is probably one of my favorite ones that I've recently seen, and I don't know if it's because of how it's drawn, how all the characters are, but it just looks like a really fun time. I know my friend Crystal, I don't know if she's like the biggest fan of this series, but she's the only person I know who actively reads this. It has actively encouraged me to also read this. I'm planning to go to a used bookstore in about 2 weeks, and I'm going to see if it's there, as well as a few other villainous series and a few other titles that I'm really interested in reading. I just hope it's a really great time. It's supposed to come out this October, like for the anime. We have, I don't know how many volumes of the manga, though Yen Press is publishing it. I know we recently got like some side stories about it as well. That was like a standalone and just was a collection of short stories. But yeah, it should be a great time for us villainous lovers. I always love how we're getting more and more villainous anime. It's always a good time, and I'm always here for it. Last but not least, we have a few cover reveals to talk about, with one of them being a series I'm so hyped for, and that is Mechanical Marie. In fact, I just pre-ordered my copy this morning, but let's look at this cover. I love the gears that are for the title. I think it's a lot of fun, and I like the green. I think it's interesting that they have them in a oval like circle with the white corners. I thought that was a really unique touch because I feel like how the Japanese cover was text all up in the background, and I just love what the English cover is doing here, and I'm really, really, really excited for this manga. I talked about in a previous manga news video of how I screamed with excitement in my car. It was fangirling. It was a really wonderful time, and I cannot wait to actually read it for myself because I've heard really good things about this one. Now, this next one isn't a series I'm reading anymore, despite that this is volume 2 and it is the final volume, and that is Helena and Mr. Big Bad Wolf. I read volume 1 and I love the cover. It's definitely a cover influence pickup, and I definitely feel like this one could be as well, just because I love the blues and I love the butterflies. It looks really, really pretty, though I don't like how they're wearing black. I have a strong feeling as to why they are wearing black. That doesn't mean it makes me feel any better. This was a really touching first volume, volume, and it was just a series, first volume anyway, it just wasn't for me personally. It wasn't bad or anything. In fact, a friend of mine really enjoyed it, and it just reminded me that sometimes even if you don't super love something and you share your thoughts on it, that sometimes it can influence and sell somebody else and be a new favorite read for them, which I think is like the coolest thing, you know what I'm saying? Always really good. So I love the cover. I hope it has a beautiful and strong finish. It is definitely one that I want to keep up with the reviews on and see what people say, because I just want things to be okay for Helena, because it ended on a really sad spot for volume 1. Last but not least, I saved Yona of the Dawn for last year, and that is the cover, the full cover of volume 45. I've seen some spoilers for this volume, at least I think it's this volume, I really don't know, but seeing Zeno on the cover, I'm like, well, that sort of goes with some spoilers I have seen, but man, Yona looks so adorable on the back. She looks so cute. This creator gives us like really happy moments, like on the covers, not for with Zeno, unfortunately, but with like the back, and then totally just wrecks you in the inside. It's such a painful reading experience, but I truly hope that things will be on the up and up. I just really hope so. But I love how Yona looks, and I thought that was a fun place to end for the cover reveals as well as this video, and I truly hope that you saw some exciting news. AX is coming up, and I am ready. I'm ready. I almost was going to share all the different events that are coming up, but I decided to wait until next week to do that. But stay tuned for Wednesday's video, because I'm going to be talking about my top 5 most hopeful, most anticipated licenses I would love to see. Like, please, publishers. But yeah, let me know what you're excited for, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!